Okay, so let's talk about Richardson Hitchins and this sneaky transition into the limelight. Listen, I know this kid has a mouthpiece on him that more than likely has positioned him to an area where he garners so much attention from his peers. But with his upcoming fight against George Kambosos Jr. on the horizon, if Hitchins does get it done, which is no guarantee being that anything can happen, I really wouldn't be surprised if we see him in there with one of the three bigger names. And of course, if you have been following his career, interviews, and invested in this upcoming bout, you would know that it appears to be open season on this Michael Blackson looking ass nigga, man. Like, everybody seems to want the smoke. We know he's been at odds with TEOFIMO Lopez for the longest time, with the two trash talking each other multiple times. So with Eddie Hearn now claiming that the matchup could be next in the event that Hitchins can retain his IBF title against George Kambosos Jr., it looks like Hitchins could be closer to one of the potential 140 showdowns he's been asking for. We got Bill Haney recently crashing the Hitchins-Kambosos fight presser, instigating and trading the war words with Hitchins that almost led to his trainer attacking Jim Kambosos with a chair. If you don't already know, Hitchins has also been adamant about a Devin Haney fight, and with Lopez pulling out of negotiations, it appears that the Haneys have time today. This could also be why Bill decided to get into some Twitter X beef with Gervonta Davis after Tank basically sent some shots towards Hitchins. But I mean, it's pretty obvious that Bill had to disrupt what could potentially be Tank's next target after Lamont Roach and Jake Paul, because of course Bill can't have Tank stealing any of the thunder from his son. Now, because Hitchins, Lopez, and Haney are all campaigning at 140, it's hard to tell if Gervonta has ulterior motives when dissing Hitchins, or if he means what he says when he talks about helping a lot of weird ass. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Tank could feel rebellious about moving up and shattering Hitchins' dreams of becoming the next Floyd Mayweather, you know? Maybe Tank is just hating the fact that Hitchins is headlining another card. Because according to Richardson, he feels blindsided, like this shit came out of left field, but he might want to consider if maybe Tank is doing him a solid by mentioning his name to boost attraction to this weekend's fight. Hey man, who knows? Either way, it's clearly evident that the once prospect, now champion Richardson Hitchins could have it all at his front door with a huge opportunity to secure some big fights against either of the big three names. It's looking like all his hard work and shit talking might have paid off and brought him endless possibilities and opportunities, if he can get past George Kambosos. It's interesting to see how this all unfolds, because I'm not going to sit here and lie like I've had Hitchins on my radar this entire time. I might have only seen about 2 or 3 fights from the bull. And I mean, he has skills, he can box, he's not bad, he has exceptional hand speed, that's for sure. But it's really surprising to see how he kind of added his name to the mix overnight, a minimum of 2 years to be exact. Like, this motherfucker might become the Kai Cenat of fucking boxing. That is, if it all doesn't come crumbling down on Saturday, because if there's anyone else who finessed their way into the spotlight, it was definitely Kambosos. Think about it, G. He's gotten a lot of big fights. Now, he may be highly limited outside his footwork, and Hitchins more than likely will pick his mediocre ass apart, but George has done well for himself from a promotional standpoint as well. By the looks of this interview, I just hope he ain't on that P3O or booger sugar, because if not, Hitchins just very well may be inside of his head. Now, Kambosos has upset an NY fighter in Madison Square Garden once before. Only question now is, can he do it again? Guess we'll just have to see what happens in Richardson Hitchins' hometown of New York this weekend. Pop off.